and get that regional victory that we wanted.
Benefits of this level are huge. The college exposures, second to none for these guys. They're all able to get recruited and achieve the goals that they want to when they set out to actually sign up to play club sports and make a team. They're able to get those opportunities.
I think having something to play for is a real benefit to these girls, not just showcases, it's competition. Everyone wants to win. You play competitive sports because you want to win.
Well, this is the top league in the country, all the best teams, the best competition, and that's what you want for your kids. You know, you want them to work hard and achieve success against the best, so it should be exciting.
Boy, they were tough. They were a tough team, and they had a lot of speed. And so we weren't ready for that, and they kept fighting and kept fighting and kept fighting. We made a few mistakes in the back, and then they came back and tied it up, you know, with 7-8 minutes left in the game. But it was a battle. They are a very strong, competitive team. It's a sweet victory because they really deserve it. The girls were tired, they were weak, and they dug really deep. They really did. They really fought for it.
Everyone wants it so bad that we all get better from each other. No matter the win or the loss, we all want it. It's the best feeling. I've dreamed about this for a long time. It's so exciting to be here.
Very tough game. We had to go into extra time to decide the champion, and our boys stuck it to the end, and were able to come out with a victory today.
It's just an amazing feeling knowing you scored the winning goal for the team. We worked so hard for this, and we all deserve this.
Regionals is where you find the best state champions come and they give you a run for your money.
I think soccer in a whole creates a family. The bake sales, the car washes, the raising of money, it brings all of us together, and we are one, and on to nationals.
U.S. Youth Soccer has impacted my life by taking over. I mean, it's been a very good experience. A lot of life skills and lessons and how to take on certain things, and it's really made a big impact on my life.
Hey, everybody here was amazing.
Played against some amazing girls, and I just think it was awesome.
It's really great to see my team pull together to really work hard.
Being a regional champion is amazing. It's a once in a lifetime type of opportunity for these guys, for myself.
I'm really excited for these girls with this confidence to go to nationals and just test ourselves against great competition.
We're going in as.
My name is Tony McManus. We are the 01 Lady Lobos Rush out of Memphis, Tennessee. You know, we were here in the finals last year. Unfortunately, did not finish it out, but that gave us a little bit of motivation going into this year.
It's been crazy, and it's just been like really hard because everybody here is so good, and everybody is good because they win their state cup, and so there are other ways to get in, and so it's been really difficult. But we pushed through it, and we were able to come out on top.
For us, it's a little difficult because we work with a lot of underprivileged kids, kids that can't afford to really play at big clubs. So we're very small. We haven't been around very long. We put in a lot of work with the kids. We pick them up. We've been working with these guys, you know, just try to give them a future, you know, something to look forward to, get them out the streets, put them in a place where they can come and just have fun, meet other kids, and train hard, and just give them a goal, whether it's college or to the next level. So we've been very successful at doing that at this level. So it's been a great process.
We made it to nationals, and that was amazing because we were one of the best. I think at the time it was 4 teams. It was a round robin actually, so it was the best 4 teams in the whole nation. And so we thought we were just the next best thing since sliced bread. And I think that playing in that tournament was so surreal because you played against other club teams that were so good
Perfect.
and
Fixed
at the same level as you that you know don't necessarily always get the chance or opportunity to
You guys
play
just
against, which was so great for us because we were like, wow, these girls are
Have Tommy let me know
just as
when I'm
good
going
as us, if not better, and we have to compete at the highest level and play these 3 games, or at that, yeah, it was a round robin, so we played the 4. But still, that just reminds me of how competitive I was and my teammates were at that age, which also I think helped me get to the next level. And being that competitive at the club level, I mean, has only helped me, you know, continue to grow and you know, my competitive spirit and level that I'm playing at right now.
The national championships was really, really special. I think that was like the biggest thing I had really won, and that's kind of for youth soccer growing up, that was kind of the ultimate prize. And I think we were always super ambitious in achieving that and to have that happen. And I think what's so special about youth soccer is that it's really your family. The girls that you grow up with become like your sisters, and you do everything, and there's just like such a like strong camaraderie there. So to play with a team that you've played for a while with, and with these girls, it's a very special feeling to win something like that.
Those were really great moments because at such a young age, I feel like I was competing for something and really working hard to, you know, perform for my team. And it was no longer just about, you know, whatever the result is the result. I mean, at the end of the day, you know, you win some, you lose some. But that was probably the moments that I was like, whoa, we got to win. We got a state championship on our hands.
Good morning, everybody. Welcome into Overland Park, Kansas. Happy Championship Sunday. It's the Under-18 U.S. Youth Soccer National Championship match between Solar 2001 Stricker against KSA Pro Profile 2001. KSA will be in black and yellow, attacking from left to right. Solar will be in white, attacking from right to left. Hey everybody, I'm Owen Godberson. I've been bringing you action all week long here in the U.S. Youth Soccer Field 5 here at the Shields Overland Park Soccer Complex in Overland Park, Kansas. And what has been a thrilling week of action. We've seen KSA here twice already this week. They have yet to win on this pitch. They had a 3-3 draw with Dallas Tuesday night. And they had a 2-2 with the Michigan Wolves on Thursday. Can they get the all-important win that they've been searching for all week long here and get the national championship? This one for all the marbles. Solar breaking down the left-hand side already, forcing the center back, Junior St. Just, to knock this one into touch. It's going to be a throw-in for Solar on our near side. Taking the throw-in is number 7, Christian Nazier. Solar can't keep this one in play. That was last off of number 18, Shea Adamson. That's going to roll out for a KSA goal kick. Your starters today will start with KSA's number 1, Nestor Lacayo Gonzalez between the sticks. Junior St. Just, Kamani Irving as the center backs. And you go forward with Carl Henry Desir, Jerry Desdunes, Dietzen Vixamar, Raven McGann, Michael Gould, Alex Aristavi, Jacob Chacron, and number 18, Thesis True. Your starters for Solar, Daniel Wilmore starting between the sticks. For the Texans today, Robert Pino, Kaleem Shaboot, Christian Nazier, Ian Miller, Alexander Bustamante, Taryn Tate, William Holtby, and J.J. Sisson will be your starters today for Solar. KSA down the left side. It's going to be Thesis True taking the throw in on the far touchline. He's playing the left back position. Michael Gould occupying the right back position with St. Just, and Irving at the center of the park. Looks like Raven McGann playing the center defensive midfield role. Desdunes and Chacron in front of him in the midfield. Dietzen Vixamar top. I go out of play for a goal kick for Solar for Wilmore to take. It's going to be Dietzen Vixamar occupying, looks like the number 9 role. Chacron can't find a teammate in the midfield. It's with the captain, Pino. Pino Short now for Adamson, back onto the back line. Heaved forward by Solar. The offside flag would have been raised on the far side. They drop back. Gonzalez inside of the 18. He'll roll it short for True. True now back for Irving. Chacron, Irving. And the pitch headed back. It's on Jerry Desdunes, currently leading the goal scoring charts in the under 18 section. He's had 4 goals this week. Sprung down the left hand side. Henri Desir back towards the middle. Dayton Vixamar 1-0 KSA. Vixamar opens the scoring in the first 4 minutes of action. We've played 3.5 minutes, 86.5 to go. KSA lead 1-0. Brilliant finish from Dietzen Vixamar on the edge of the 6-yard box. Henri Desir taking it inside and setting up number 10 to tap it home. Great team goal there from KSA. We opened the scoring early on, and Solar find themselves in a hole. Still plenty of action left to be played. Plenty of time for them to get back into it. One back in the midfield, Chacron. McGann. Henri Desir occupying that left wing. He can't keep this one in play. It'll be out to touch. Ian Miller, the number 10 for Solar, going to be launching this one back in. I feel like this one's knocked upfield. One touch passing off the volley. Coming in there, that'll be intercepted. Shabut. Holtby. And on the left-hand side, St. Just going to be the one to collect. He'll find Gould. Back for his center back, St. Just. Trying to spring. Last minute change here. The starting 11, Hideo Ujo, is going to be occupying this right wing. He's number 22 on our near touchline. It'll be a throw-in for KSA. And Hideo Ujo starting. Does not look like Aristavi starting on the pitch. Deeds and Vixamar can't win the header. In the midfield for Nazier. Nazier's dispossessed. Dietzen Vixamar breaking down the right-hand side. He's already got 1 goal today. Can't add to his tally right now. It's going to be knocked out of play for a throw-in. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I believe Alex Aristavi is on the pitch. He's just not wearing the number 14 jersey. He's wearing number 22 at the moment. This is Aristavi on the pitch. Saw him earlier this week. Throw in taken. Desdunes riding the challenge. Great turn into space. Top of the 18. Can't find a teammate. It'll roll all the way through. Right-footed drive. Wilmore down to his right-hand side. Didn't touch it out of play. That's going to be a goal kick. That was number 18. Thesis Shrew having the right-footed drive towards the near post. Can't get that one on frame. Wilmore rolled it short off the goal kick. Played up into the midfield. That's one back. Dietzen Vixamar. Vixamar inside of the 18. Ball played in towards the middle. Can't find a teammate. Aristavi keeps it alive. Back towards the middle. And Desdunes can't add to his tally. It's going to be clear to the edge of the 18. Shot coming in on the right foot. Right at Wilmore. Henri Desir can't get any pressure or power on that shot. That rolls all the way through the goalkeeper in orange. His opposite number 1, and Hector Lacayo Gonzalez on the other end of the pitch in the neon green. Wilmore in the all-orange outfit on the day. That's going to be a free kick going Solar's way. This is true. A bit too overzealous in the aerial duel. It's going to be a set piece. Captain Pino takes it short. Nazier. Finding Adamson. Adamson can't find a teammate, but he'll win it back on the second ball. He'll drop it off onto this near side for Holtby. Holtby's ball into the 18. Goes all the way through traffic. Didn't take a deflection, and it's out for a goal kick. The stereotype in this sport is that cup finals are usually dull, boring affairs where both sides sit back, not wanting to lose and play more conservatively. That has not been the case in the opening 8 minutes of the match. End-to-end action. KSA getting the better of the opportunities. They're up 1-0 off a Dietzen Vixamar goal inside of the first 4 minutes of the match. Early substitution coming in for Solar. It's going to be number 20, Eric Jorgensen. He'll be replacing number 23, JJ Sisson. Jorgensen coming in for Sisson. That's going to be a tactical change. Still feel Des Dunes can't win the aerial challenge. Back in the midfield, Adamson. Pino. Pino riding the challenge, creating space for himself, taking it into the 18. His ball towards the middle, takes a deflection, and it's out for a corner. Solar looking the draw level here in the under-18 USU Soccer National Championships here from Shields Overland Park Soccer Complex in Overland Park, Kansas. Out to take this corner kick is number 16, Taryn Tate. Tate's left-footed in, swinger. We played in towards the middle. Header one towards the far post. A couple of players go up for it. Gonzalez can't get it out to touch. It's with Henri Desir up forward for Dietzen Vixamar. Pino backtracking, winning it back. Williams. Pino. 1-2 action down the right-hand side. Trying to get into space. Henri Desir, the quicker of the two players. He reacts quickest and knocks it out of play. It's going to be another corner kick. Another delivery here coming from number 16, Taryn Tate. Now Samuel Code on the edge of the 18. He's making his way inside. Left-footed in swinger, headed away by Irving. Now what's on for KSA on the counter attack here? To 2-on-4. Jerry Des Dunes. He's the leading goal scorer of the tournament so far. He'll have to just leave it short in the midfield, allow reinforcements to come. Aristavi, Chacron, McGann, Des Dunes. Intercepted, but the clearance only as far as Vixamar. That clearance finds McCann. Ball played in towards the right, and Aristavi. That's well defended here at the near post. And Holtby able to knock it upfield. Nazier on the near side, trying to get something going for Solar. Back into the midfield. Adamson. Pino. Tate. Left-footed drive towards the back post. And Gonzalez going to let that one go out. I thought he was going to let that one roll out of play. Instead, he catches it, keeps it in. He was being put under pressure there from Samuel Code. Jorgensen. Vixamar can't win the challenge. Instead, it'll drop in the midfield. One back by Pino. Pino shouldered off the ball. Aristavi finds Des Dunes. Des Dunes takes it wide. He shouldered off the ball. Great defensive effort there. William Holtby shouldering off one of the best players we've seen so far this tournament. Great defensive effort there from the defenders. Drop back onto the back line. St. Just. His clearance takes a deflection. Holtby. Back for KSA. Vixamar takes it inside. Henri Desir cuts inside. Gets it central. Aristavi. Ball played in towards Vixamar, headed away. And Gould collects and keep possession for the Georgian side. McGann, True. Towards Vixamar, headed out. Adamson. Code. Back for Adamson. That's going to be a free kick in the midfield. That's Junior St. Just being whistled for the free kick early on here. Joshua Encarnacion having a discussion with the center back for KSA, and he's going to his pocket. It's going to be the game's first yellow card. Junior St. Just getting booked by Joshua Encarnacion. Your center of today is assisted by Ricardo Ocampo and Daniel Tibbetts on either flank, with the fourth official this morning being Gabriel Rivera. Free kick to be taken by Kaleem Shaboot. Shaboot with a free kick inside of his own half. Vixamar holding short, making sure the ball doesn't go to the wing here, with Holtby showing wide. It'll be rolled short for Jurgensen inside of the center circle. Jurgensen's ball over the top towards Code, headed away to the top of the area. Pino trying to create some space. His shot takes a deflection, kept inside by Gonzalez. One back in the midfield. Heavy first touch, though, gives it back away. McGann clears it out, throwing on the far side. One back by Henri Desir, breaking down this left-hand side, trying to use his pace. And he can't get around Miller. Miller equal to him, and he'll knock it out of play for a throw. This is True, gets us back underway here. He'll find Henri Desir. Vixamar. Desir plays the 1-2, back inside. Shot coming in, 2-0 KSA! Another great team effort there. And Atlanta keeps it hot here. 15 minutes, 30 seconds played. That finished by Jerry Desdunes. Who else getting on the end of it? That'll be his 5th goal of the competition, leading the goal-scoring charts. Overtaking the top spot from his teammate Dietzen Vixamar. Well, actually, let me check the updated standings. They might now be back level. Nonetheless, it's 2-0 KSA. And Solar find themselves in a deeper hole than they found themselves in a few moments ago. Defensive lapse in concentration. Leads to a KSA goal. Just can't guard down the wings at the minute and keep pace. Be a KSA thrown on the near sideline. Going into this one, they were level on 5, and at the minute it's 6. Jerry Desdunes and Dietzen Vixamar tied at the top of the goal-scoring charge with 6. Both players trying to win the Golden Boot. I don't think there's actually a Golden Boot to be awarded for the top goal scorer from each division, but it's a feather in the cap. Junior St. Just. Gould back for St. Just. There's the 1-2 with Chacron. Right back to the center back. Surveying the territory, trying to find a teammate over the top. That wind coming out of the south makes a chip ball, through ball over the top towards Dietzen Vixamar. Easy to intercept on the back line, especially since Solar have the advantage when it comes to height. It's with Pino. Pino's ball forward. Michael Gould heads it back. Desdunes, McGann, St. Just. Irving for Chacron. Desdunes. big wing back, Gould. Stavi was in that as well. It's back in the midfield with Chacron. Thesis true on the far side. Back central for St. Just. Irving. St. Just for Gould. Back for St. Just. True, trying to get it forward towards Dead's Dunes. That's intercepted in the midfield. It'll be brought down Adamson. Nazier's back heel flick towards his captain Pino. He wins it back under the challenge from McGann. Michael Gould with a standing challenge, but it'll be one back. Code. It's the 1-2 down the wing towards Taryn Tate. Can he keep this one in play? And he does. It'll be out for a corner. Another set piece opportunity here. What can Solar do with it to get themselves back into this match? It's 2-0. Haven't yet played 20 minutes. Taryn Tate's delivery towards the near post, headed out by Irving. Better safe than sorry. The center back, it'll be another corner. Tate's delivery, brought down inside of the 18. Howls from the Solar fans and coaches wanting a penalty kick. Gonzalez stays on the ground. The goalkeeper slow to get back onto his feet. Gonzalez staying on the ground, whistling out for the trainers to come over. Well, the wind's starting to pick up out of the south here. We're going to have an injury stoppage on the pitch. The goalkeeper staying on the ground for the minute for KSA. And at the minute, KSA Pro Profile 2001 on pace to win this year's national championship, up 2-0 over Solar Stricker 2001 out of Dallas, Texas. Goals so far from Dietzen Vixamar and Jerry Desdunes, both the top goal scorers at the minute. They're tied with 6 goals apiece at the top of the scoring charts here for the under-18 U.S. Youth Soccer National Championships. We've seen dramatic comebacks throughout this week. Maplebrook Fury, the under-19 girls semifinal yesterday, 3-1 down in the 86th minute, drew level by the end of the match. It was 3-3, went all the way to a penalty shootout where eventually they fell to Celtic Premier 2000. KSA played Dallas to a brilliant 3-3 draw here on Tuesday evening, including a Des Dunes penalty kick. Desir getting on the end of a goal as well down the left-hand side. Vixamar leave on the scoring charts as well. Dallas having the goal of the tournament so far. Straight off the training ground on a corner kick. We'll get back underway here. Never found the timestamp on that Dallas goal. Just go back and watch it from all of Tuesday night's game. Ball played in towards the middle, towards Code. And Gonzalez collects. Go back and watch the KSA versus Dallas draw from Tuesday evening. Had a bicycle kick straight from a corner kick out of the air. A brilliant finish. I believe it was Castro getting the end on that one. You will not be disappointed with that finish if you end up finding it. KSA looking to win their first game this week here at Field 5. They've only drawn so far. They drew 3-3 with Dallas. They drew 2-2 with the Michigan Wolves on Thursday. Now they're seeking the first win on this field, and this one would be the sweetest win they've had all year long. This is the national championship. Foul in the midfield. Adamson claims he'd won the ball. He brought down Vixamar inside of his own half. Adamson having a talk here with the center ref, Joshua Encarnacion. Pino coming over as well. having a discussion with the referee, Pino, the captain. It's going to be Junior St. Just taking this free kick for KSA. Just Chacron. Gould. Nice 1-2 with Aristavi. Right back to the winger. Ball played over the top, bending towards Vixamar. That one bending a bit too far away. Vixamar wins it back. He'll keep this one in play. His ball towards the 6-yard box. Tackled away. It's out for a corner on our near side. Big, imposing right back. Michael Gould making his way forward inside of the 18. That's going to be a difficult body mark up on this corner kick. It'll be delivered by the captain, Dietzen Vixamar. Vixamar's left-footed and swinging delivery. Can't find a header on the first ball. It's headed away. Des Dunes, McCann. This is true. Back for Irving. McCann back on the ball. Plays it right back to his center back, Irving. Back across for St. Just. St. Just for Gould. Played back from Aristavi. KSA content to just knock it around the back of the minute, drawing Stricker forward. Solar so far haven't quite taken the bait and gone all the way up the field. We got a few bodies putting pressure on. That's well one on the near side, Nazier. Gould off the interception. Using his strength to keep this one in play. He's dragged down by the arm, and that's going to be a free kick going the other way. Great hold-up play there by the right back. Drawing the fouls now into the midfield for Chacron. McCann flicks it back for Irving. Chacron now onto the right-hand side, finding Gould. Gould forward, he can't find Vixamar. It's going to go through for Jorgensen. And he'll drop it back to his goalkeeper, Wilmore, excuse me. McCann's header into the midfield towards Chacron. That's intercepted and it's brought down. Nazier's flick. Intercepted in the midfield. KSA back on the ball. McCann. Irving. Henri Desir. Fancy footwork down the wing, trying to find Des Dunes. Des Dunes flicks on for Dixamar. And it's intercepted by Wilmore inside of his 18. The goalkeeper cutting out that opportunity. Pino. Bringing the ball into the midfield, finding Bustamante. Tackled away, it's with Aristavi in space on the right. Taking more central, Vixamar, Gould. McCann. Gould. Roll it back for his center back. Triangle passing in the midfield, Gould. Back to the other center back, Irving. McCann, back for Irving. Gould. Chacron. McCann takes it forward, finds Vixamar. That pass intercepted. Holtby putting the challenge on. Adamson brought down in the midfield. That's going to be a free kick. Going Solar's way. We've played 27 minutes. It's still 2-0 KSA. Pulled across onto the back line, Jorgensen. Bustamante. Miller. Down the right towards Pino. That's going to go out of play for a throw-in. Ball didn't have enough bend, and they wanted to take it back into touch. On header. A couple of bodies go to ground. That's it back in the midfield. Aristavi under pressure from Nazier. He'll find Chacron around a couple of challenges, taking into the Solar half of the pitch. Vixamar plays it central, finds Desdunes. Desdunes gonna have a right-footed drive, blocked. Solar can't clear their lines. It's with Henri Desir on the wing. That one's heaved up pitch. Solar's back line holding at the minute, keeping the deficit at 2. Back in the midfield, Nazier winning the pass. Back off of KSA. Rolled forward for Code. Code towards Pino. Outside of the boot pass, intercepted by St. Just. McGann, Chacron. Gould. St. Just towards Dietz and Vixamar, riding the challenge. He can't get around Jorgensen the first time. He will the second time inside of the 18. Brought down inside of the box. It's going to be a penalty. And it's going to be a yellow card here for Jorgensen, bringing down Dietz and Vixamar. Now, who's going to be the one to take it? It's going to be Jerry Desdunes. Desdunes facing Wilmore. Encarnacion blows his whistle. It's Jerry Desdunes, 3-0! Rolling it calmly into the corner. Wilmore guessing the wrong way. And the deficit just went from bad to worse for Solar. 70 minutes, plus a bit of change left to play. About 15 or so left in the opening half between the two sides. And it's 3-0 KSA. We're going to have 2 substitutions coming on, one for either side.
I think those are...
Number 11, Bryson Besdick, will be making his way onto the pitch. Besdick will be replacing Tate. And for KSA, Milton Alfaro is going to be replacing Chacron. He'll flick to Pino. Referee's going to call a free kick, I believe, off the challenge. Ian Miller's going to be the one to take it on the far side for Solar, looking to get something going before the halftime break. Draw themselves back to 3-1. We've seen dramatic 3-0 comebacks if the score were to remain 3-0 going into the halftime interval. That's going to roll out for a goal kick. Those detailed soccer historians and those Liverpool fans harkening back to that day in Istanbul in 2005. Down 3-0 to AC Milan in the Champions League final. Coming back 3-all. And going down to a penalty shootout. All right, Dudek made a couple of great saves. Are we in for something similar here in Field 5? As I mentioned, is a championship game all on the line. These teams' seasons hang in the balance. This is true. can't win around a couple of challenges. Pino wins it back. Adamson brought down Bustamante into space. That's going to be cleared upfield. Junior St. Just leaving any questions on that challenge, is heaving that one up pitch. Bustamante around a couple of challenges. He'll keep this one alive only momentarily. Slowly roll out for a goal kick to be taken by Gonzalez. We're going to have another substitution being prepared on the touchline for KSA. The pennies on the near side for the substitutes. Block the numbers. I can't see who's coming in. Well, we're going to have a substitution on the next dead ball for KSA. And this might be the dead ball. As Alfaro wins a free kick inside of the midfield. That's rolled short onto this near side for Gould. Now we're also going to have two subs coming in for Stricker as well. Coming in for KSA is number 11, Tariq Sirda. And coming in for Solar is going to be number 8, Jasub Flores, and number 9, Justin Barnett. Sirda, he'll be replacing McGann. We're going to be taking this throw on the near side. Now we're going to have a substitution for Solar again. It's going to be the substitute, Eric Jurgensen, being taken off. He'll be replaced by number 6, Giovanni Prasante. Gould's throwing towards Beetson Vixmar. Headed down, referee calling no handball. Off of a couple of claims from Solar. That one touched into the midfield. Milton Alfaro winning another free kick. Milton Alfaro gets a tangle between his feet. And that's going to go all the way back. Irving defending. In the midfield given away. Vixmar can't take it around Bustamante, and that's one back in the midfield, Adamson. Out of the top of the area, Pino's going to have a right-footed drive just wide of the post. Pino trying to get his side back into the match. On the right-footed drive to Gonzalez, his near post. Keeper had it covered if it would have been on frame, I think. I guess we'll never know as that one trickles wide of the post and out for a goal kick. Pushed upfield, one back. Vixmar tried to get it to Des Dunes, intercepted. Bustamante trying to find his teammate Barnett. And we drop back onto the midfield for Holt. Holtby trying to find Barnett down the left. Rolling out of play, throw in. Gould for St. Just. Gould launches this one down the pitch into the wind. That'll be easy for Holtby to intercept. Adamson. Touched out by Aristavi. Going short, Bezdek finding Adamson. Towards Flores. Right-footed drive. Gonzalez makes the save to the right-hand post, out for a corner. That's the first Diving save Gonzalez has had to make all day, and what a fine save it was, tipping it away at the near post. That'll be a corner. Out to take it is going to be Jasub Flores, the number 8. He'll take it short. Prasante. Back for Flores. Flores' ball towards the near post, into the side, netting, goal kick. Goal kick from Irving, taken downfield. Desdunes flick on towards the midfield. That's intercepted by Adamson. Back for Holtby. Holtby flicks it on. Barnett can't get around Gould. And Holtby will just clear this one out to touch. Taking another pitch on the throw and headed back. Down, taken down by Adamson. One on the near touchline. Desdunes through traffic. It'll be with Vixamar. That's going to be a free kick. Going the way of KSA. One in the midfield by Sam Pavlotsky. Seard is going to be the one standing over it. He'll drop it off for Gould behind him. Across the field for Irving. Irving's ball towards the right. Vixamar flicks it on towards Desdunes. Clearance off Desdunes, going back towards the back post. Wilmore quickly reacts and launches this one down the field. Keeper's drop kick rolls out of play on the far side. We're going to have a throw in as we approach the final 5 minutes of the half between these two sides. KSA leading 3-0. A brace at the minute for Jerry Desdunes. 1 goal for Dietzen Vixamar. Desdunes off the penalty of Vixamar and his other goal for Desdunes. Both from open play. Pavlotsky wins the ball back in the midfield off the challenge, finds Henri Desir on the wing. Henri Desir's taken down. And Encarnacion whistling that free kick back. The ball was still moving when it was played. Substitution for Solar Stricker. It's going to be number 12, Jack Sisson. And he'll be replacing the captain, Robert Pino. Short. Forward towards Pavlotsky. And back it's with Miller. Sante into the midfield. Finding Adamson. Back out onto the wing with Williams cutting inside. Forward towards Flores. That's going to be intercepted. And with Dietzen Vixamar riding the challenge. And he'll spring the through ball here for Jerry Desdunes on a hat trick. Drop back for Wilmore in goal. Played out onto the wing. Solar doing great work defensively. They're keeping their heads, not letting the through ball through, but they're going to have some defending to do again. Pavlotsky. Vixamar cutting back. Brilliant bit of footwork there from Dietzen Vixamar on the nutmeg. Cerdo wins the throw and Gould forward to take. Breeze starting to come now out of the southeast. A little bit harder. This will be tough to play into the second half. Gould Going to be taking this throw on the near touchline. We've got about 2 minutes, 40 seconds left, plus whatever stoppage time is going to be awarded. Gould can't keep it in play. It's going to be a throw. Taken towards the midfield. Bustamante gives the ball away to Henri Desir. Now numbers forward for KSA. Desdunes offside, flag is raised. His shot didn't find the far post on the left foot. Wouldn't have counted if he had anyways. Null and void on the offside flag here by the assistants. A reminder, your center ref today, Joshua Encarnacion, Ricardo Ocampo, Daniel Tippett's on either flank with Gabriel Rivera as the fourth official. That was Ocampo on this near side raising his flag. Rightly so, I believe. Desdunes just started his run a fraction too early. Bending toward Prasante. He's not going to get the better of St. Just this time around. Throw in to come for Solar, trying to pull one back before the halftime interval. Owen dropped for Miller. Miller's ball towards the edge of the 18, headed out only as far away. There's number 12, Jack Sisson, but he's whistled for the handball. Launch downfield. Can't win the header. Brought down. Out for Henri Desir. Holtby quick to react. Into the midfield, Flores. Towards Sisson. Flores can't win on the sliding challenge. But bombing forward in support is Barnett. Barnett on the flank, he's dispossessed. And Gould, quickest to react to the deflection, knocked upfield. Holtby launches it down for Barnett down the wing. That's too much on it, out for a throw. Irving takes the goal kick, launches it upfield. Can't find Henri Desir. This wind affecting the balls played by both sides at the minute. Well, with the wind in your face, it makes sense to keep it on the ground. KSA not doing that at the minute. Now it's forward with Solar, taking it into the midfield, back across Barnett. Ball played into the 18. Hector Gonzalez off his line to collect. Referee says no penalty. That was Bezdek making the run inside of the 18, brought down. No call from Encarnacion. Brought down on the one touch, Sirda. Now finds Dietz and Vixamar playing on the wing. Vixamar trying to get the better of Holtby down this flank. And that's going to be out of play for a throw-in. Gould now getting ready to take the throw in. Header one back, and Flores will launch this one up the field, headed back into the midfield. Milton Alfaro on the ball. Encarnacion blows for halftime. We've played 45, another 45 to go here in the U.S. Youth Soccer National Championships. This, the championship game for the under-18 boys side of the bracket. KSA going into the break, leading 3-0 over Solar Stricker 01. The Atlanta side getting the better of the Dallas, Texas side at the minute. We still have 45 minutes to play, and no lead is ever safe in this sport. We've seen dramatic comebacks over the years in championship games. We've seen them in semifinals. We've seen them all over the place. The one right now bearing to mind is the Istanbul game. We'll be back for the second half of action here after a message from our sponsor. Stay tuned, everybody. We'll be right back.
It was 1935, the year that Elvis and Sandy Koufax were born. It was a year of many firsts, including the first NFL draft, the first Monopoly board game went on sale, Social Security began, and Babe Ruth hit his last home run. In addition to these milestones, the National Junior Challenge Cup was founded in 1935, offering a youth competition for young men in the United States. The cup was later named the James P. McGuire Cup, after the late U.S. soccer president, who himself was quite a standout in his earlier days, winning the U.S. Open Cup in 1929. McGuire would lead U.S. soccer and earn an international reputation as an excellent leader.
The Jim McGuire Cup was started in 1935. It was the only cup that the United States Soccer Federation had for youth players. And it was a very good competition, and I can tell you, I mean, this was the highlight of my soccer career, to be a champion in 1954.
This storied cup, now the oldest trophy in youth sport.
It has a history, it has a meaning, I think it has tradition. So I think it's extremely important for our competitions, for all the age groups, that kind of emulate the McGuire Cup.
Winning the McGuire Cup is huge, just because all that history that comes along with the oldest trophy in youth sports period. That's really big for us.
Who will write their name in the next chapter of the storied McGuire Cup?
This tournament, it's great competition. I mean, you just have to work. All these teams belong here. All these teams work to get here.
So the competition was fantastic from start to finish, and when you get to play in a facility like this, it makes it even more worthwhile traveling the 6.5 hours to get here.
We sacrificed a lot, time, and like our summer. So I really think that if we keep with that, we'll be on pace for a great time at Nationals.
Just an overall great performance. Came out in the second half, was able to close it out and get that regional victory that we wanted.
Benefits of this level are huge. The college exposures, second to none for these guys. They're all able to get recruited and achieve the goals that they want to when they set out to actually sign up to play club sports and make a team. They're able to get those opportunities.
I think having something to play for is a real benefit to these goals, not just showcases, it's competition. Everyone wants to win. You play competitive sports because you want to win.
well, this is the top league in the country, all the best teams, the best competition, and that's what you want for your kids. You know, you want them to work hard and achieve success against the best, so it should be exciting.
Boy, they were tough. They were a tough team, and they had a lot of speed. And so we weren't ready for that, and they kept fighting and kept fighting and kept fighting. We made a few mistakes in the back, and then they came back and tied it up, you know, with 7-8 minutes left in the game. But it was a battle. They are a very strong, competitive team. It's a sweet victory because they really deserve it. The girls were tired. They were weak, and they dug really deep. They really did. They really fought for it.
Everyone wants it so bad that we all get better from each other. No matter the win or the loss, we all want it. It's the best feeling. I've dreamed about this for a long time. It's so exciting to be here.
Very tough game. We had to go into extra time to decide the champion, and our boys stuck it to the end, and were able to come out with a victory today.
It's just an amazing feeling knowing you scored the winning goal for the team. We worked so hard for this, and we all deserve this.
Regionals is where you find the best state champions come and they give you a run for your money.
I think soccer in a whole creates a family. The bake sales, the car washes, the raising of money, it brings all of us together, and we are one, and on to nationals.
US Youth Soccer has impacted my life by taking over, and I mean, it's been a very good experience. A lot of like life skills and lessons and how to take on certain things, and it's really made a big impact on my life.
Hey, everybody here was amazing.
Played against some amazing girls, and I just think it was awesome.
It's really great to see my team like pull together to really work hard.
Being a regional champion is amazing. It's a once in a lifetime type of opportunity for these guys, for myself.
I'm really excited for these girls with this confidence to go to nationals and just test ourselves against great competition.
And we're back for the second half of action for the U.S. Youth Soccer National Championships, the under-18 boys bracket KSA Pro Profile 2001. Leading Solar Stricker won 3-0 at the halftime interval. Goals from Deeds and Vixamar, and a brace from Jerry Desdunes. KSA in black attacking from right to left. Solar in white, attacking from left to right. Good morning, everybody. I'm Owen Godberson, and a happy Championship Sunday to you all. This is our first of 2 championship games here at Field 5. We have the under-15 girls game coming immediately following this one. And that's going to be FC Revolution Dynamo against SC Waukesha 2004 Blue. Well, we still have 45 minutes left to play in the under-18 boys final. Irving launched forward towards the run of Vixamar, the captain, headed back. A bit of goalkeeping to do. We did have, appears to be, a goalkeeping change at halftime. Standing in goal, looks like number 34, Robert Applewhite. Getting the second half of action for Solar. Let me double check Solar's pamphlet here. Yep, that's going to be Applewhite playing between the sticks. This is true, brought down on the near side by the number 10, Miller. He'll be brought down a second time by Bryson Bezdek, and he'll win a free kick inside his defensive half. Irving takes the free kick forward, knocked. Well, I was going to say knocked away. It's finally cleared out here. Adamson finds Pino. Pino for Miller. Miller's got Bezdek. This is true. Getting the better of that ball in the middle as well. Now he'll get it forward. Desdunes for Chacron. Aristavi. Gould. Down the field. Intended target, Vixamar. Caught out by Chabot. Bustamante finds Adamson. That's going to be a free kick for Solar inside of their own half. Well, short is Bustamante on the ball. Playing the 1-2, Adamson and Bezdek. Desdune wins out on this one. He's got Henri Desir streaking down towards the left. It's a outside of the boot pass towards Deason Vixamar. Can't get the back heel flick to go. Looks like it took an awkward deflection on the way through as well, and it'll go back for Applewhite in goal. He'll roll it short for Chabot. Chabot launching it down the left-hand side. I believe the intended target out there is number 13, Samuel Code. Oh, no, excuse me, number 23, J.J. Sisson. On the far side. Got out in the midfield. Desdunes around the challenge. Now he's got options to either side. He'll go for Henri Desir. Miller caught a bit too inside. Henri Desir cutting it back onto the right foot. Shot comes in. Applewhite makes the save. Right at the goalkeeper. Not having to move for that one. Still had to catch it. Did have a bit power on it. Applewhite in the right position to make that save. Make it comfortably. And we've got the first shot away of the second half. KSA trying to add to their advantage. But down Solar. It's with Dietz and Vixamar. Vixamar's left-footed shot. Applewhite makes the save, bobbles it. Nobody putting pressure on from KSA. Sisson. Intercepted. Chacron. Vixamar. Desdunes. KSA all over Solar at the minute. Desdunes trying to find some space for a shot. He'll find Vixamar on the edge of the 18. Finds Desdunes on a hat trick in the final, and it's 4-0. What a performance and what a player leading the goal scoring charts for the under-18 boys U.S. Youth Soccer National Championships. Barring a miraculous comeback from Solar, The title's coming to Atlanta. Great chipped finish into the top of the net. Jerry Desdunes getting the better of Applewhite. We'll go again here. Solar down 4-0. Miller. Besdick. Adamson. Here's ball over the top towards Code, headed away by Gould. Intake and Adamson. Knocked away towards Flores. Now bombed forward. Desdunes intercepts. It's through with Vixamar. Flicks it on for Desdunes. Springs Henri Desir down the left inside of the 18. Miller defending. Desdunes gets the better of him there. Ball played in. Dietz and Vixamar shots blocked. The offside flag is raised. Flores. Down the right towards Besdeck. Besdeck's ball. His early ball intercepted by St. Just. Rolled now onto the left for McCann. Forward. Henri Desir. Henri Desir quickly putting the brakes on there. You noticed a lot from KSA over the last couple of games. They can break forward with pace very quickly, but they can also stop play very quickly. Great discipline. Played down the wing for Gould. Gould's ball. It's a weak shot cut back towards the edge of the 18. He immediately puts his hands up, knows that wasn't a good ball, but it's won back by Chacron. Chacron for Vixamar. Finds Desdunes. Desdunes for Desir. Henri Desir. Cutting back towards the outside. Shot towards the far post. Wide of Applewhite's goal. Jorgensen will be making his way back onto the pitch momentarily. He'll be replacing Kaleem Shaboot. Shaboot making his way around the pitch the long way around the edge of the field. And Applewhite's going to take the goal kick off the missed shot from Henri Desir. Pinball action in the midfield. Couple of headers, one. Nazier keeps it in play. St. Just down the field, it's still in. Jurgensen getting the first touch since coming back onto the pitch. Drop it back for his goalkeeper, Applewhite, in the neon green. Played forward. Feast is true, quickly intercepts. Desdunes cuts back in towards the middle. His ball towards Dietz and Vixamar, cut out. Intercepted Henri Desir. Finds Dietz and Vixamar. Back for Henri Desir. Vixamar. Desdunes looking to add to his hat trick. Flicks towards Vixamar. He's still with it. Desdunes makes it 5. He's got 4. It's a rout led by the little man, the number 8. Gets his 4th on the day. KSA gets their 5th. An unbelievable performance from the midfielder. 4 goals inside of 55 minutes. And all you can do is tip your cap. An unbelievable performance. Big players step up in big moments. What a performance here from KSA today. Solar get us back underway. It's with Miller. Miller springing down the right-hand side. A flick from Flores. Finds Bezdek. Sliding challenge. Comes in from Irving. This dude's back for True. Eats in Vixamar. Can't get it around Bustamante. Bustamante whistle for the foul in the midfield. He's a bit too overzealous on the sliding challenge. In the opinion of Joshua Encarnacion, the center ref today. He's assisted by Ricardo Ocampo, Daniel Tibbetts, and Gabriel Rivera. Rivera, the fourth official. The other two, the ARs on either side. Tibbetts on the far side, Ocampo on the near side. Forward for Dietz and Vixamar. Can't get the return pass for Henri Desir, and this one's going to be cleared out. This is True, wins it back for KSA. True. St. Just, Chacron. Chacron finds Gould on the right. Gould trying to find Aristavi. Looks like KSA at the minute playing a 4-1-2-3 with McGann. Yeah, actually, it might be a 4-2-1-3. 4 at the back. Chacron and McGann in front of the back line. That's cool, and Thesis True playing at the wing back. Jerry Desdunes in the number 10 role, the attacking mid, and the front three. Dietz and Vixamar, Henri Desir, and Aristavi. Dietz and Vixamar's heavy touch. Takes it back in the middle. He's battling with Miller on the near side. Miller getting the better of the challenge there, forcing Vixamar into the mistake. It's going to be a throw. Miller gets it back underway on the right-hand side. Trying to get one back for his side. That's going to roll out of play for a throw-in. True takes it short for Irving. Back for Thesis True. Jurgensen. Ball played over the top, headed out. Finding McCann. McCann finds Vixamar. Vixamar can't get around Jurgensen. Bustamante there. That's going to be a free kick. Gould wins it back. Launch down the wing towards Vixamar. Knocked out of play for a throw-in. Vixamar commits the foul on the far flank. It's going to be a free kick going Solar's way. He thought he'd won the ball fairly. Encarnacion thinks differently, and his opinion is the one that matters, not the players. Sisson. Adamson. Forward intercepted by Gould. Back for Irving on the back line. It'll be rolled across for True. Irving. St. Just. Here's St. Just looking to switch it towards the left. That header is brought down by Bezdek. Pino gets it around the challenge. He's breaking towards the middle. His return ball out for Miller, getting the better of the challenge there. And that's going to be a free kick for Solar on the edge of the 18-yard box. This one could be within shooting distance, but that wind out of the southeast could prove to be a burden. going to be Pino and Nazier standing over this one. And coming hard and true out of the southeast. Pino's delivery towards the back post. Kept alive. Goes up for the bicycle kick. Still alive inside of the 18. Finally cleared out. I believe there was a bicycle kick attempt in there. Not sure who got it. Couldn't see the number through the scrum. And Chacron doing his best to win it back. He's unsuccessful. It's with Pino. Pino takes it towards the edge of the 18. Tackled away. Aristavi tried to bend it out to Henri Desir. That's going to go back for Applewhite between the sticks. Cut back, that's going to be a free kick for KSA. I believe that was Aristavi winning the set piece on the touchline. And it'll be dropped back for St. Just. This one hasn't been close for a while, guys. It's 5-0 KSA. 2 goals really quickly in the second half, putting this one shortly now to bed. Henri Desir out onto the wing. Coming back in. Bezdek defending. Henri Desir tried to find Dietzen Vixamar. Desdunes was also in there. Desdunes currently man of the match, and by some distance, he has scored 4 goals in this morning's championship game. Here's Desdunes on the ball. Henri Desir. Henri Desir finds Vixamar. Great tackle by Jurgensen to knock it away. Intercepted by Irving. Taking it forward, Jerry Desdunes. Carl-Henri Desir. Desdunes right now sitting on 9 goals for the tournament. Dietzen Vixamar. The offside flag is raised. Goal won't count. Dietzen Vixamar with a great touch to get around the defender and the goalkeeper to tap it home. It's going to roll out of the back. Well, looks like Encarnacion's not happy with the delivery on the set piece. It's going to be retaken. Applewhite's booed upfield. St. Just wins the ball, finds Aristavi on the wing. Not back for the right back, Gould. St. Just will go all the way back to his goalkeeper. Gonzalez now back onto this near side. For Thesis True, he'll give it away to Josu Flores. Now back out wide for the number 10, Miller. Miller's ball inside of the 18. On the edge of the 6, and it's collected by a diving Gonzalez. Put it down the field for flick on. Brought down, intercepted by Jerry Desdunes, driving at the back line. He can't get around the challenge from Bustamante. Nice defending there from Solar Stricker. That's going to be a free kick. Captain Pino to take. Got substitutions coming on for Solar. Number 17, William Holtby. Number 9, Justin Barnett. And number 16, Taryn Tate coming on for the Dallas side. Adamson towards Miller on the left. He switched sides. Maybe if he can get the better of Gould. And St. Just on the left side of the field. He can't do so there, and the ball played into the midfield. Finding Jerry Desdunes. Desdunes on a fine run of form at the minute. And he'll find Henri Desir. Chacron. Raven McCann switching it out onto the right-hand side, finding Alex Aristavi. Dietzen Vixamar. Gould. That's 1-2. With Aristavi back towards the middle, Chacron. Just outfield. Desdunes drops it off. Batiste is true. McCann, Chacron. Aristavi. Chacron. On the near side, Chacron. St. Just. Aristavi. Ooh, with some fancy footwork of his own. He'll find Dietzen Vixamar. Desdunes. Henri Desir takes it inside of the 18. Trying to get the better of Holtby. Fancy footwork to get around the initial challenge, but one back by Jurgensen. The back heel flick finds Holtby. And Solar back on the ball, looking to play this one out of the back. Jurgensen. Holtby. Pino. That's Sisson launching this one down the field. We launched away by Junior St. Just. The intended target there was Taryn Tate. Now for Sisson. Adamson. All played into the edge of the 18, headed away. Bustamante. On the near side. Adamson. He plays it for Barnett. Barnett back for Adamson, taking it inside. And that's going to be intercepted and booted upfield. Solar's got to be careful. Dietzen Vixamar putting pressure on. Now to Jerry Desdunes. Desdunes around the goalkeeper. He'll find Vixamar. Dietzen Vixamar, great backtracking run by Applewhite to knock it away momentarily. Dietzen Vixamar, and it's cut out by Applewhite, the goalkeeper keeping his composure. An open net for KSA to extend their lead, and Applewhite putting the pressure on and forcing the turnover. How on earth did they not score there? Barnett. Bustamante. Adamson. Touched away with Henri Desir. Chacron. Gould. Junior St. Just. He'll drop it back to his goalkeeper. I thought about it for a second, and instead he'll knock it up for Michael Gould. Gould's throwing in the middle for Chacron. One for True. True for Desir. Looks like Desir and Desdunes have switched places at the minute. Go back for Gould. Desir. McGann finds Desir. Aristavi. Chacron. St. Just. On to the right. Dietz and Vixamar. Underneath Desir. Chacron. St. Just. True. Back central for Henri Desir. Gonna switch this one to Dietz and Vixamar down the right-hand side. The captain trying to add one here. Fancy footwork and step overs inside of the 18. Is our left-footed drive. Applewood makes a save. Applewhite bobbed that clearance. Couldn't quite catch that. But no pressure from KSA. Means Solar still on the ball. Nazier. Cutting inside, finding Barnett. Barnett's ball towards the left. Again, Chacron. Back for McGann, back for Chacron. On the near side with True. Chacron out onto the right. Dietz and Vixamar. Cutting inside. Dietz and Vixamar! It's 6-0. Had to be sure. Encarnacion checking with the assistant on the far side, Tibbetts. The ball did cross the line, and Dietz and Vixamar has his second of the day. KSA has its sixth, and with 18 minutes left to play, this one well and truly over. Now Vixamar's going to need a few more to catch his teammate at the top of the goal-scoring charts. Coming back on for Solar is going to be number 12, Jack Sisson. He'll be replacing the captain, Robert Pino. That's Vixamar's 7th goal of the competition. He's 2 off Jerry Desdunes, who currently leads with 9 goals. And a tackle in the midfield off of Thesis True. Concedes the free kick. Free kick rolled short, Adamson. Out to the right, Nazier. Holtby. Barnett back out wide for Nazier. Nazier's ball towards the edge of the 18. That'll ride the top of the box. Go all the way through for Gould to collect, finding Dietz and Vixamar. Again, Irving, True. Back for McCann, back for Irving. Chacron. That's Pavlovsky. Excuse me, substitution coming on during the goal celebrations. McCann. Chacron. Irving, McCann. And switches it to Gould on the far side. It's with Henri Desir. Henri Desir cutting inside. Got a feel for Solar. A bunch of their seniors, a bunch of their teams made up of seniors. This their last appearance in the national championship. Credit to them for getting this far in the tournament. They just ran up against a KSA side that was highly motivated and very lethal. And that's showing so far today. McCann finds Des Dunes. Now out onto the left-hand side. This is True coming forward in support. The left back will drop it back for Irving. Pavlotsky. Gould. And Des Dunes. Chacron now for True. Back onto the back line for Irving. McCann. Pavlotsky. Interception. One back by Pavlotsky. Dietz and Vixamar on the far side, keeping that one in the air. Some nice footwork there from the captain. Drives inside. Dietz and Vixamar back for Des Dunes. It's 7. He's got 5. They've got subs coming on after that 7th goal for KSA. Giovanni Prasante is coming into the match for Solar. Chacron comes off. Sirda comes on. And Shea Adamson was replaced there. We're going to have another substitution here for either side. Milton Alfaro coming onto the pitch. That was a goalkeeper change. For Solar Stricker out of Dallas. It's back underway. Solar Stricker off the restart. It's 7-0 KSA. You are reading that right. It's a free kick in the midfield. Jack Sisson goes in a bit too harshly there from the ref on Milton Alfaro. Encarnacion having a discussion. That's a yellow card for Sisson. 2 more subs coming on here in the next few minutes for KSA. We've got 12 minutes left to play. KSA bringing off a couple of their players. Michael Gould making his way off the pitch. Coming on, it's going to be number 16, Henry Esquivel, as well as number 15, Gabriel Flores. This True makes way. As well as Gould. Gould being a menace down that right-hand side all day long at the right back position. Flores intercepts. That's going to be a foul for Nazier. Free kick for Sirda. Chacron gives it right back. Played down the right-hand side. Launched upfield. That ball bending and keeping in play, Sirda. Pavlotsky. Back in the midfield for Sirda. Milton Alfaro. Right-hand side, Dietzen Vixamar in space. Left-footed shot, Applewhite saves. That's not going to test the goalkeeper very much. Headed away. Right-footed drive from the edge of the 18. Kyle Gonzalez saves. Bit of a miscommunication with the rosters early on in the game. Sane and Nicholas played the majority of the match for KSA, keeping the clean sheet. Kyle Gonzalez just coming on in the last few minutes. Nelson Alfaro heads it down. Dietzen Vixamar. Sirda. Pavlotsky. Flores. Des Dunes, he's got 5 on the day. 10 goals he's had in 5 games here at the USU Soccer National Championships. He's averaging a brace a game. Well, today's certainly helping out that average, but an unbelievable statistic. And he's got to be up there. Not just player of the tournament for the under-18s. He could be considered MVP of the entire competition. All the way across age groups, Des Dunes having an unbelievable week here in Overland Park. KSA capping off their week in style at the minute, 7-0 here in the under-18s USU Soccer National Championships from the Shields Overland Park Soccer Complex in Overland Park, Kansas. Sirda. Tackled away. It's with Miller. Miller can't break through the back line. Back with KSA. One touch passing, finding Sirda. Henri Desir. Plays the 1-2 with Pavlotsky. Puts the brakes on. Finds Pavlotsky. Driving forward. He was taken down. Referee doesn't whistle. That's one immediately back by KSA. Vixamar. Gives it away to Miller. Miller's back heel flick. Trying to find Terrence Tate down the left. That's going to roll out. And we're going to have substitutions here on the dead ball. Number 10, Ian Miller will make way here. Slowly walking his way off the pitch is the number 10. He'll be replaced. Daniel Wilmore, the number 1 goalkeeper on the pitch. Now, regardless of the final scoreline here today, folks, take nothing away from Solar Stricker. The team out of Dallas, Texas, takes grit, skill, and determination to make it all the way here to the National Championship Series, let alone all the way through the group stages in the semifinal to the championship game. Quality side, just not their day today here in Overland Park. KSA reaping the benefits of an incredible performance from Jerry Des Dunes and Dietzen Vixamar. Not if you said Henri Desir playing his part as well, scoring a couple of goals this tournament as well. He's creating space down the wing, being a menace for teams to face down either flank, cutting inside of the middle. This KSA team is stacked, and we've seen teams go on and continue building after they've won the U18 national championships the following year. As the reigning champs, Baltimore Celtic 2000, they are playing down on field 1. Their kickoff was at 7 o'clock. I'm not sure what the game is, what score and what time the game is. I cannot see the scoreboard from this distance. Baltimore Celtic playing on field 1 for the U19 national championships. That game on ESPN3, this one here on YouTube. Thank you all for joining me for today's broadcast. We still got 5 minutes plus whatever stoppage time Encarnacion and his refereeing crew today have to give. I can't imagine it would be much. We'll have one more national championship game after this here on Field 5. It'll be the U15 girls national title game. FC Revolution Dynamo against SC Waukesha 04 Blue. That game kicking off, you'd imagine, about 20 or 25 minutes after the conclusion of this game, allowing the girls to warm up on the pitch. And that might be extended a little bit throughout. Might have a trophy ceremony afterwards. In KSA, their well-deserved national championship. This one launched forward here. Encarnacion brings it down in the midfield. The referee getting in the way of things for a second. And Sisson can't break through the back line. It's rolled short. Flores switches it out onto the right. Dietz and Vixamar. Vixamar switching it towards Dead's Dunes. That ball didn't have enough juice on it. And Sierda tried to head it away from Sisson here. But now he's breaking down the right-hand side. Is Derek Sierda playing without a boot? Yes, he is. Lost his boot. His boot's in the center circle. He's out here on the near side. He's covered a lot of ground in the last few seconds playing without a... I don't even think you could be really mad at that. Just overall impressed player. Not stopping play. The way players wear cleats nowadays, they're tight. It's going to be tough to get back on here. They're on the trot. Back onto the back line. Pavlotsky. Sierda. Flores gives possession away. It's with Sisson. Azur's through ball knocked away. Pavlotsky brings it down. He'll just drop it onto the back line for St. Just. Back into the midfield. Des Dunes. Des Dunes with a brilliant ball towards Dietz and Vixamar. The heavy touch allows it to be cleared out for a throw-in on the far touchline. 2 minutes, 30 seconds left plus change. And Azure breaking forward here, and it'll be sprung out towards Sisson on the right. Nice bending ball, finding the winger. He'll take it towards the right-hand side. Cutting it back to the left foot. Ball played into the 18. And that's going to be cleared upfield. Brought down. Pavlotsky brought down inside of the inside of the center circle. That's going to be a free kick. Now on the foot of Lamech Phillips, tackled away. Phillips can't break through. It's going to be a throw-in last. Off of Phillips, it's going to be Stricker ball inside of their own half. That's Sisson brought down on the free kick here on the near touchline. Cutting back inside. Prasante trying to get something going for his side. Maybe get a consolation goal here. Irving cuts it out. The referee's blown for full time. Kalonji Soccer Academy 2001 KSA have won the national championship, a 7-0 rout in the final. Hats off to Solar Stricker for making it all the way here. An impressive performance from KSA, routing the Dallas side. 5 goals from Jared Desdunes, 2 from Dietzen Vixamar. Sees KSA win the under-18 U.S. Youth Soccer National Championships here in Overland Park, Kansas. What a day it's been. And more water being poured on the head coach here, Pavlotsky. The celebrations here at Field 5. That'll do it for the first game here of this morning. After the celebrations, after the trophy presentation, and after warm-ups, we will have another national championship here to play before the end of this tournament. We're going to have an under-15 girls national championship kicking off roughly in about a half an hour, maybe a little bit more, maybe then a little bit less. Nonetheless, it will be on Field 5. FC Revolution Dynamo will be taking on SC Waukesha 04 Blue. We'll be back in about a half an hour or so for that game. But thank you for joining us for the Under-18 Boys National Championships. Congratulations to both sides making it all the way here to the National Championship, and congratulations to KSA Pro Profile 2001, your 2019 Under-18 U.S. Youth Soccer National Championships, or the U.S. Youth Soccer National Championship YouTube channel. I'm Owen Godberson, and I'll see you soon.